Hey, what's up, you guys? This is WD3, and this is your Hill Report news break. Uh, Definitely want to make sure everybody is keeping up with the stories in the Hill Report. We're still staying on top of the elderly abuse cases. Um, we definitely are staying on top of the LA fires, uh, and we want to make sure that we are making sure this community grows, good people loving their neighbor, and things like that, right? 47, Donald Trump. That's what we're going to talk about today. This guy has hit the ground running. Definitely 47 is a beast. 45, uh, was on his heels from day one, could never get his footing, investigation after investigation, two impeachments. Um, but definitely this time around, 47, first thing he did, he gave a pardon to the January 6th people who were convicted. Uh, Also, the immigration raids. If you've been living under a rock, you don't know what's going on with these immigration raids. They are everywhere. I'm going to show you the newly confirmed secretary, right, in the Trump administration. She is up early in the morning or late at night. I don't know. But she is with the Raiders. She is with the people who are, I'm not talking about with Pete Carroll. I'm talking about the people who are conducting the raid. She is right there. That means if you have a member of the federal government that is with you conducting a raid, this is serious business. Trump 47 is a beast. I'm going to show you guys the clips I just described. Check it out. Tell me what you guys think in a comment, like, share, subscribe. We want to grow this show, and we can't do it without you. Let's check out this clip.
Just after 3 a.m., we are making our way to downtown Manhattan to begin briefings on ICE actions to come this morning. Inside the ICE field office in Manhattan, the ranks are enlarged by other agencies now ordered by the Trump administration to gear up for immigration sweeps.
There's also secondary address.
The plan? Multiple pre-dawn raids targeting undocumented immigrants with criminal records. The charges range from murder to theft to kidnapping.
We are going to take every precaution when we're trying to apprehend these folks.
Today, they are joined by newly confirmed Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem.
Be safe out there.
The goal? 500 arrests over a week-long operation in New York. In a Bronx parking lot, a final huddle.
Target today is Anderson Pacheco, Venezuelan national. He's wanted out of Colorado on multiple felony warrants.
A suspected gang member with warrants for kidnapping, burglary, and a gun crime, authorities told us. Around 5:30 a.m., heavily armed agents raid this apartment building and find the suspect and 3 other male associates, all handcuffed and without incident. Also there in the residence, 3 children, their immigration status unknown. And now a check to see if they have a caregiver or if Child Protective Services needs to be brought in. The next stop, a residence less than 2 miles away. After some negotiation, the officers make their way inside, but come up empty. The targets were not home. No arrests, no detentions. Federal law enforcement is working with limited help from New York City police because of the city's laws protecting undocumented immigrants.
Some might say, isn't New York a sanctuary city? But you said the mayor's been cooperative.
The mayor's been fantastic. In fact, I talked to him on the phone probably 4 or 5 times last night. One of these individuals was so dangerous that we needed the backup of the NYPD to be there in case things went south.
Today's Bronx operation required around 36 law enforcement, yielding a handful of arrests. Is that a ratio you're comfortable with?
It is, absolutely. I won't doubt what they need for support and backup. Are you aware you're in violation of our laws?
You want cameras at these events, don't you? And some would say you want this spectacle to be filmed.
It's not a spectacle. This is our nation's law enforcement judicial process. The scales of justice are equally applied to everybody. We want transparency on this.
Vice President J.D. Vance has suggested deporting 1 million people a year could be possible, roughly quadruple the number under President Biden last fiscal year. Will you have the person power you need to carry out this initiative?
We're working on it.
It seems like you won't.
Well, we will have the personnel because we're going to continue to recruit and ask people to help us.
So, in light of those things, 47 as we talked about. Definitely hitting the ground running, getting down to business, not letting what's going on. He made a trip out to LA. So anybody who has criticisms about Trump and whether he came out and paid attention to what's going on in the fires, he quelled a lot of that. It seemed like Karen Bass was pretty cooperative with what he was proposing. I think this man just has way too much political capital, way too big of a mandate for anyone to stop him. I think right now the only person who can stop Donald Trump is Donald Trump. Now, keep in mind the judge did strike down a couple of his executive orders. Definitely try to get rid of naturalization. That's a big move. Judge struck it down. He froze all of the federal government funding. It seems that the judge put a restraining order on that executive order. He also got rid of, in the trash can, all of the Biden executive orders. Gone. See you later. Well, let's hey, just live real quick. Take a quick break. You're watching the Hill Report News Break. This is WD3. We're right here in California, right in the epicenter of the fires. There's fires in San Francisco. There's fires in San Diego. There's fires in LA. Uh, Definitely going down in California. Anyway. So, with it going down like this, some people are asking, is the immigration raids going to hurt the economy? Is it going to hurt the economy? Right now, take it one step at a time. Uh, in all fairness, Trump is arresting um, and deporting the criminals. But right now it's the criminals. I think I just saw a case that I'm going to show you guys the clip right now of uh, someone getting arrested, and then the wife, she was illegal, but she was not a criminal. So the secretary that Trump installed said, hey, she's got to go too. So this thing is going to affect so many people. I saw one story where there was a child. I think that's in the very same story in the clip I'm going to show you guys. There was a child. What happens to the child, right? Two children. I think they were calling in CPS for the children. CPS is going to be overloaded. The abuse of children is going to skyrocket, right? It's definitely well known that in the system, a lot of children are abused. Um, that's going to skyrocket. Um, You're going to get a lot of self-deporting is happening right now. A lot of people just saying, hey, throwing their hands up. We were invited here. We were given an app. We were given a credit card to come up here. We're given a route, given a ride, some given an airplane ride. And we were told to come. And then you lose your job. And all of a sudden, we're the newest criminals on the block. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's right. I think we need to get to the bottom of how this mass immigration started in the first place. Don't sweep that under the rug. It seems like Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are taking a lot of credit for it. But this goes back farther than that because there are some philosophies amongst billionaires that want open borders, right? Um, I'm not going to say any names. That's not my fight. But that is a philosophy. And hey, sympathizers of theirs was in office. So that's what happened. So uh, right now they're reversing that. Is it going to hurt the economy? I don't think. Um, if we can get Americans in those jobs that are going to be vacated by those who are deported quick enough, then it's not going to affect a lot of companies. But if Americans' will to work does not match the deportations, right? You don't have 500 people deported and 300 job vacancies. You don't have 300 qualified candidates ready to take that job right then. Yes, that is going to hurt the economy. Um, but in the long run, a lot of cities are not going to be subsidizing immigrants, um, undocumented citizens. A lot of the other things that come with those citizens being here will be eliminated, but the cost of deportation, the way they're doing it right now, ridiculous, Rating that many people for one person, it's not going to work. You'll be rating for the next 1,000 years before you even make a dent. Anyways, let's check out this next clip that I showed you. And I want you guys to see there's so many problems with the way we're doing it now. And this clip is going to show a lot of them. Anyway, you're watching the news break, the Hill Report news break. This is WD3. And I want you guys to enjoy the clip. And after that, have a great night. All right. See you guys later.
If you go after a immigrant who has a criminal record, you find him at home, his wife is there. She does not have a criminal record. Does she get arrested?
Is she illegal in the United States?
If she is. If she's undocumented, does she get arrested too?
Yes. And she'll be processed, and we'll let the immigration judge decide what happens to her.
You're talking around Inauguration Day, even on Inauguration Day?
I'm not going to forecast what we're doing and where we're doing it, but you can count on worksite enforcement coming back.
Will mass deportation hurt the economy?
I think mass deportation and results of mass deportation are more important to this country than anything.